Do you freeze when speaking Portuguese? This three-step system will fix that and have you speaking confidently in no time. Let's dive in. Olá, I'm Sara. I'm Portuguese teacher, and I'm here to help you enter the Portuguese world. So the first step is listen without pressure. Believe me, most of the times this pressure is more the pressure that you put in yourself rather than the pressure from a specific situation, or people, or the your Portuguese friends or family that want to speak Portuguese with you. So start by listening to Portuguese daily. Something short could be just a part of a podcast. If you can't find something interesting and short, listen just to a short part of something, short part of a TV series or movie that you find interesting. For example, you can also watch music, and this will help you pick up the sounds, which is very important. If you listen a lot of Portuguese, then you will know how to speak. You learn not just pronunciation, but also intonation, which is very important to sound natural and to sound like a native speaker if you want to sound like one. So don't worry about understanding everything, because if you really think if you are learning Portuguese and just starting, is not realistic. You know that you don't know a lot of things, so you're not going to understand everything. So you don't have to pressure yourself to be able to do something that is not realistic to be able to do. And even if you are, for example, intermediate, if you know that you are intermediate, you know that you're not advanced. So there are things that you don't know yet. So that's normal. That's part of the process. Just get used to the sounds and rhythms of the language. If right now it's the only thing that you can do, it's the only thing that doesn't overwhelm you, and you are not used to the sounds and rhythms yet. Step 2. Recognize patterns. There are patterns everywhere. Patterns in terms of pronunciation, intonation, grammar, a lot of kinds of patterns. As you listen, you'll start noticing common sentences, common phrases, and structures. For example, como está? How are you? Como está? That is, we have como está and como estás, and como estão, como estavam. Different variations of that sentence. Or for example, eu quero, I want. And then if you know I want something, let's say you don't know the name for this. And I say, you watch something, you are listening, in this case, watch, not listening. You are watching to a video, a Reels. You are watching a Portuguese series, and someone says, eu quero elástico. Eu quero elástico. You recognize eu quero, but you don't know the word for this. But because you know eu quero and you are watching the video and you look at the object, then you know, elástico. She said elastic, so the name of that thing is elastic. And then you understand that I want elastic. You want elastic. He wants elástico. Quero elástico. Okay? So your brain will start connecting the dots naturally. Step 3. Speak when you're ready. Speak when you're ready. Start with simple sentences, just like, for example, hi, olá, tudo bem, como estás, how are you, como foi o teu dia, how was your day, just with short and simple sentences. Even if this is too much, then just one word that you know. You think, This is the context. Now I am in this context. Do I know a word that I can use in this context? Even if you don't know how to say the full sentence, the full question, use the sentence in English or in your native language and just replace the word with the word that you know in Portuguese. So you replace the English word, for example, with a Portuguese word, elástico. You can say, hey, honey, have you seen my elástico? Let's say you know that this is called elástico, but you don't know how to ask full sentence in Portuguese. You can ask something like this. Honey, have you seen my elástico? And this is a good way to start. Just one word, and then you get confident, and then 2 words, and then I can say this full sentence in Portuguese. And then you say it, so on and so forth. Okay? Then you build up to full sentences, more complex, longer sentences, and remember, progress over perfection. Being understood is way more important than speaking Portuguese perfectly. Even though you make mistakes, you're still improving. If you don't make mistakes, you won't learn. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. It will be very strange, very weird if we are starting to learn how to ride a bicycle and we learn how to ride a bicycle without ever falling. You see, I'm not a native English speaker, but I'm still here because I want to help you enter the Portuguese world, even though my English is not perfect. So you see, you can do just like I'm doing right here, right now. I'm speaking English is not my first language. Portuguese is my first language, but I still show up. The goal is always improving. Don't stop living your life just because you don't know how to say something perfectly. All right? Live your life. Don't let your lack of vocabulary or grammar or confidence or whatever stop you for speaking Portuguese. You are learning Portuguese. You are absorbing the language. With time, you'll be able to speak more and more, not just in quantity, but in quality. Okay? Never forget that. And actually, according to the psychologist Carol D. Waite, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, adopting a growth mindset, believing that you can improve, leads to greater success. 80% of language learning is mindset. 20% is technique. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Believe you can, and you are halfway there. Repeat with me. Believe you can, and you are halfway there. It's logic, because let's say if you think that you can't, your actions are going to be according with your belief. If you believe that you can't, why are you even try to do it? Right? If you believe you can't, you know, doesn't make sense. If you know that you can't do it, why are you even trying? So if you think that you can't learn Portuguese, you don't even try to learn, right? So you don't learn. The same way, if you think that it's possible for you to learn, then you will act accordingly with that thought, accordingly with that belief. So if you act, then you will do the actions that need to be done in order to achieve a particular goal. You will do the things that need to be done to learn Portuguese and to be fluent in Portuguese. Have you ever thought about it? You can do a self-evaluation. You can reflect and think, how is my mindset? how I have been acting. Do I act like a person who thinks that, okay, yes, I can do it, or not? I've been teaching Portuguese for 10 years, and I can tell you for sure what stops people, what prevents people to achieve their goals in Portuguese when they're learning Portuguese as a foreign language has nothing to do to the language itself. Nothing. It's all here. Anything you want to do, anything you want to learn, is always a matter of mindset. Mentalidade is the way you think, you feel, and you act. Because if you think something, if you think A and feel B and act C, it's all a mess. But if you think A, you feel A, and you act A, then everything is aligned in order to happen. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. You can comment down below. And if the reason why you struggle with the Portuguese and why you're not confident is because you're scared of listening to the Portuguese and just didn't understand, then I'm here to help you because I have the Understand Portuguese course. It's a specific course, very well structured to help you, as the name says, understand the Portuguese. You have the link with more information down below, and I would love to help you in your Portuguese learning journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next time. Ciao!